First item on the agenda is public comment for any item not listed on the agenda. Anyone here to wish to speak on anything not listed on the agenda? Okay, then the next is consideration. Actually, I'll make introductions. We have Supervisor Jerry Bullock, Supervisor Al Matano, Supervisor Dennis O'Loughlin. I'm Supervisor Mary Kolar. I'm the chair. We have, who's just joined us, our Director of Planning and Development, Todd Violante, Zoning Administrator Roger Lane, Assistant Zoning Administrator Dan Everson, and our students aren't with us tonight. The procedure for tonight is, this is a work meeting. Public hearings have been held at previous meetings for items that are on the agenda. The committee will not be taking public testimony on these agenda items. However, committee members may call upon persons to speak on an agenda item if there are any questions or concerns. When a petition is called, county staff will update the committee on the status of the petition. The committee members may have concerns or questions after discussion, and decision may be rendered. If a zoning petition is acted upon, it will be placed on the next county board meeting for action, which is May 3rd. If a conditional use permit is acted upon, it's the county's final action on the matter. The next ZLR committee meeting will be April 24th. Okay, so we have rezone petition 11,229, Arrington Tree Farm LLC in the town of Christiana.
Did you complete the minutes?
Oh, I did not. Thank you, Supervisor McDowell. Got ahead of myself. Okay, we have the minutes of the March 13th, 2018 ZLR committee meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the ZLR committee meeting minutes of March 13th. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the minutes of March 13th are approved. March 27th committee meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the minutes are approved. Okay, now rezone petition 11,229.
This petition was postponed at the December 11th Zoning and Land Regulation Committee due to no town action. Since that time, the town has acted on this. This petition is being presented and properties rezoned due to the fact that the town would like to vacate the road. With that vacation, it leaves 3 lots with no frontage. In your packet, there is a land division waiver or variance for the lack of frontage. The properties will front on one of the lots that is being incorporated with the vacated road.
And the town approved it
Yes, the town
with those conditions.
Town of Christiana has approved it with no conditions, as well as the waiver.
Supervisor Miles.
2 things. One is just let me take up the waiver first. And 2, in regards to the waiver in the rezone, so there'll still exist the separate lots. Will there be a requirement for a shared driveway agreement then?
Yeah, they have a proposed shared access easement that's on their own, separate of.
Okay. So
So is that a motion?
Well, is there if we move to the waiver and
Yeah.
dispense with that, then I will move approval of the waiver.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. This is a agenda item under paragraph F, the land division waiver for Arrington Tree Farm. We have a motion and a second to approve the waiver. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the waiver is approved. So now back to the rezone.
I'll move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the rezone. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And it is approved. Next is rezone petition 11,259, Nicole Jones in the town of Cross Plains.
This petition was postponed at the March 27th meeting due to lack of representation. The petitioner, as well as the surveyor, is here tonight. If you have any questions, the town of Cross Plains has approved this petition with no conditions.
Supervisor Jones, did you want to say anything?
No,
Okay.
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yep, we have a motion and a second to approve. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And it's approved, so thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Next, certified survey maps.
Yeah, we have a final plat located in the city of Madison. This is before you for a certification of non-objection. Northeast addition to Grandview Commons consists of 151 lots with 6 outlots, a little over 31 acres. As far as major corridors, this lies just south of Milwaukee Street. Drainage channels, outlots 52 and 53 will be dedicated to the public for stormwater management, and all lots are subject to public easements for drainage purposes.
I'll move that we do not object to the certification.
Second.
We have a motion for non-objection of certification. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And anyone opposed? And it's certified non-objection. Okay, next is we already did the waiver, so the resolution. Roger?
Yes, this resolution accepts a grant from the state to the tune of $50,000. The Land Information Office will be using this as part of the Fly Dane project.
And Todd, did you want to add anything? Okay.
Roger said it all. It's
Okay.
a good thing, so.
Didn't we have, we were waiting for this for quite a while, weren't we?
It's something that we've anticipated and.
I remember that when we were dealing with it at one of the previous committee meetings.
Yeah, and it's built into the LIC, Land Information Council, and LIO budget for this project, so it's something we have been anticipating for some time, and it's
Good news.
yeah, it's good news. We're thankful to have it, and Fly Dane is the basis for a lot of the GIS stuff that we use, so.
And this round of Fly Dane is going to be a bit more granular than what we already have, if I remember correctly. As
When you
far
say-
as, we're going from like 2 foot.
The resolution will
Yeah.
be improved,
Yeah.
I believe. Roger?
The resolution will be on 6-inch pixel.
Yeah.
So with an option to have a 3-inch pixel. So that's the photography. The LiDAR will be coming in at a higher resolution, I think at 1 foot, and also have an option of doing tree canopy, so you can do 3D modeling, so you could actually see buildings, tree canopy, trees, and then also back of curbs, manholes, everything like that can all be placed in there.
So it'll be less grant, I think,
More details.
more detailed, yeah.
But also it's more data intensive, which, the grant funds will be helpful in offsetting some of the additional server costs.
Did you have anything else?
Was there a motion?
No.
Otherwise I'll move approval.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And it's approved. Next, we have, PUD in the Lucky Pup LLC on Highway 51. Roger?
Yes, there is a possible planned unit development proposed for the town of Dunn. It basically takes an abandoned tavern and repurposes it or reconfigures it. In order for the developer to use the planned unit development zoning process, a concept plan must be first reviewed by the town and the ZLR committee to see if it meets special zoning or it's warranted for special zoning before starting the formal process. The Town of Dunn Planning Commission has reviewed this and would like to see this project be a planned unit development so that it can control the look of it, landscaping, lighting, and other amenities rather closely. And the developers are here tonight. If they want to come up front and tell you a little bit about their project, that would be great.
I'll make it quick. We have been working closely with the town of Dunn because we definitely want to keep them happy and we want to make it look really nice. And actually, Roger, since I last saw you, I have more of a visual if anyone would like to see and a written narrative on how it's going to be. And we are meeting an architect as well on Thursday? My days are all messed up. I don't know if anyone's interested in looking at all, but this is the, I drew this. Because Roger said that. Wait, I have another one. I apologize. This is not my area of expertise here.
We can share.
Okay. And then I do actually have the concept and business plan and what we're hoping to, we have decided now, we spoke with, we met with the fire department and they approved us for a training burn. And so we're going to get rid of that whole back building because it is also encroaching on the neighbor's property. And then we want to put up a new, hopefully if the town would approve, like a nice looking metal building.
So that's where is the existing building?
This is the existing building. No.
This one,
This
where you're
one.
gonna rebuild. Okay.
Yep, and then because this one is actually across this property line, so we're gonna move everything up that way. And then have the small dock area.
What was the bar that went away?
It was Cold Fusion last, Bex, Patrick's, DJ.
The town's had a hard time keeping businesses afloat there, and when they did,
Well, they got bad raps, yeah, and it
there
was
were
more of a
people that were having a
biker.
difficult time getting an operator's license.
Right.
That's not the one that was on the curve. Is this the one that's up from there towards Hilton?
It's just south of Tower Road. a
Okay,
bit,
yep,
Before
I know
Ward
where it
Road.
is.
Yep.
On the right-hand side when you go south.
Are you in agreement with the PUD requirement that the,
Oh, we're fine with that,
Okay.
you know.
right?
Like I said, we just want to work with the town and
Mhm, okay,
keep them happy, then we're all happy.
all right. Hey, Roger,
Which they're very
yeah.
open
Okay.
and nice, yeah.
I assume that the PUD, let's say zoning, planned unit development zoning, yeah, it is zoning. They want that, the town wants that because it gives them more control over the outcome of what happens there.
Yes, that's correct. The current zoning ordinance and the proposed zoning ordinance lacks landscaping requirements, lighting requirements, and also aesthetics that many villages and cities have in their ordinances. The primary purpose behind that is because, well, rural zoning, you don't put a ton of, it's mostly utilitarian buildings. So a planned unit development to retrofit an area that's highly visible in the town would be appropriate, so that the town could look at it and specialize it.
I would say, I think planned unit development is an appropriate, this is an appropriate use of PUD because, like I said, they've had trouble maintaining businesses here. And I think if they have the flexibility in site design and so forth, and, you know, assuming you have a good history, you won't have an issue with the operator's license side of it. Then all the better for you making a go of it. One question I did have though is, I can't say that I've ever seen 40 or 50 people there at one time. So I'm wondering if the existing parking is what you've drawn here is that there's that much parking, or you have some additional because you're closing off one of the access
There's
points?
additional because we're moving that building that
Moving the
we're
building.
burning it down and
And-
moving that forward, and there'll be additional parking back there.
And you'll be eliminating one of the access points, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the Department of Transportation wants us to do that, and they've permitted
Right.
that. And Scott Hinkle also has, I believe you just sent that in, didn't you? Yeah. For our permit for our access point.
I think that's perfect too, because at one point.
It's
a little higher on the
dangerous.
hill, just
It's very
south
dangerous.
of Tower
Mhm.
Road, and there's, I mean, people are having a hard time at Tower Road as it is.
Oh, yeah. I actually worked there when it was Patrick's, and I saw firsthand how dangerous that front access point was.
Supervisor McConnell?
I like the project overall. I was just going to note that we first heard of a private dog park 2 to 4 weeks ago. In the
Really?
in the western part of the county, and I think one of my colleagues commented, like, what's a private dog park? How does that work? And so it's funny being on zoning. Once you encounter something, you encounter it again. So look forward
Oh,
to
they're
it.
popping up. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're popping up all over. A friend of mine just went up to Green Bay last weekend, and they have a whole dog park bar, private dog park. But the dogs are allowed inside there, and we're not doing that.
So we got the dog park on County End, just south of here in the town of, is that Pleasant Springs there?
Yep, that's where I go. The
The
Vikings.
Viking dog park, and McFarland has a small dog park that's getting a ton of use, and the county has the new, probably our newest one on the
And then
west
Lake
side of
Farm
the east side.
also.
They're all getting a lot of use, so I'm guessing the demand even for a private one. You know, it seems like the prices are outrageous.
Oh, Supervisor Olaf?
Can we talk a little bit about the Tiki Park?
Yes.
What are your hours for your Tiki Park?
We haven't determined that yet, and it would probably be just in the summertime when the outside is being
Right.
used a lot.
Right.
But it wouldn't be past 10 o'clock at night.
So it'd be consistent with potential outdoor entertainment hours.
Oh, I have that. Do I have that in my?
It was in our packet. It's on one of the pages, the hours. Oh, project.
Yeah, in order for the plan unit
Oh, it
development
is
to be
in there?
approved, it has to
Oh,
go
okay.
through the formal general development plan. And then they also have to submit a precise implementation plan that gets right down to the minutia of what they're doing.
Go ahead.
So the way the PUD process will work then, so this, right now, we're just considering and potentially acting on the concept. And then there'll be a round where it gets more detailed, that, is it just the town does approval on that, or it'll come to us as well, site plan and so forth?
If this concept is approved and allowed to move forward, the next step is the general development plan be submitted. That will need to be approved by the town, the county, well, the ZLR committee, and the full county board. Then the precise implementation plan, it will need to, we do that administratively, but also the town has to approve that as well. So it gets right down to the type of species of landscaping that they're going to plant.
And when that general plan is approved, that the actual zoning of PUD gets placed on there?
That is correct.
So if I may, I'll go ahead and move approval of, or acceptance, whatever the appropriate action is of the concept plan.
So we have a motion and a second for approval of the concept, understanding that it will continue the process. Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the concept is approved. Okay,
Go back a page.
Oh,
it's in your packet, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
The small dog park
Yeah,
and the
that'd
large
be
dog park.
everybody likes visuals.
Better look than the
That's
dusty,
why I
Yep.
know we were talking about
will
that.
those big boulders still be there though on the near side of the?
Yeah,
or
what,
those
that,
rectangular.
yeah,
blocks?
yeah. We'll try to make them look a little bit
Are those
better.
actually retaining?
Yeah. That are,
Earth for
like,
the
right when you
lot?
drive in, they're,
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, well, before we adjourn, I want to say thank you very much to our members, Supervisor McConnell and Supervisor O'Loughlin, who this is their official last meeting of ZLR, and I want to extend our appreciation for your dedication to zoning in the county, and thank you very much, and wish you the best. And their pecan bar is there, if you want a pecan bar to have a sugar high and have a good night's sleep. Hopefully. Anyway, anything anyone wants to add as we say farewell? All right, thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure from my standpoint.
Oh, it's getting deep in here.
Did you want me to?
Second.
Okay,
You want these back? Here you go. There you
go
go.
ahead. We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.